Sam works here now.
Yeah, Sam works here.
She and RJ are back there working. Oh,
it's Dell.
Well, she thought he was RJ.
That's Dell.
Sam, did you call him RJ? Lance came in and said you said he was RJ.
Well, I thought I heard that. I thought I heard her say RJ Adele, and she said you're shorter than
Adele.
you
She said Adele.
She said Adele.
Oh,
yeah. Like confused. Not Adele.
Well, yeah.
I'm not a horrendous person, Dell. I guarded Burger Chan.
You are a guard. I
stayed and guarded Burger Chan for an hour because they had their window broken out like a hero, as they say on their Twitter account, real MVP.
How many people did you fight off out there?
None, but
okay.
There were people going in and they're like, and all I could think of was surely somebody didn't smash this window and try to get in there. But then I noticed there was glass down on the, like my car was right there parked in front of there. I don't know how I didn't get jacked up.
No.
My car, because they've got video footage of it and it's not great.
So it
was the wind just smashed their. I couldn't tell if something hit. Like something had to have hit their glass. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. Or the wind. No. Did you see the building downtown that had lost? That was it's just all windows. The whole building
is smashed out.
Oh, there were about 40 windows that were smashed out.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, this was. I mean, it was a tornado watch. Watch me.
Well, it was a warning in Hockley.
Okay. Well, all I know is
we got some news for you right here now. 92.5 is off the air.
Oh, it is.
We our transmitter is on the top of the Wells Fargo building downtown. Can't get to it. Well, first of all, did you see the picture of our engineer here?
No.
Oh yeah, there's his car underneath a giant tree. That's AD's car.
Oh man,
underneath there. He's not drag racing that thing today.
No.
So 97.5 is the only way. We do have the stream is working right though, but 92.5 is off. Is okay. Down. The Wells, everything downtown is man, oh man, it is a mess.
Yeah, it was really, it was really bad. And my guy Julian Diaz, I'm gonna see if we can go help clean up his business. Me and my sons. HISD is off, so he's a big haircut guy who does a lot of the athletes here. Really great guy. And he's got a video of his place that got all messed up.
So how many burgers did you burgle? Dell, what are the odds that he's a burger looter? Okay.
Very high.
When it is at its most vulnerable, you're going to put Lance in charge of guarding the burgers?
When a burger's at its most vulnerable, he's a problem.
Is Lance Zerline. They've got security.
What's that, Dell?
When a burger's at its most vulnerable, he's a problem, yeah.
What? Listen. First of all, they were closed. There was no burgers made, so there was nothing to burgle. Number one.
You burgle. The last person I would put in charge of making sure.
So you guys, I'm going to go down as being somebody who stole an intern's burger.
Yeah.
When I want the record to. I saw the burger. I know it was not a dressed burger. It was bun, and there was a burger on a bun, and it's sitting there.
It was in front of a computer.
There was no.
It was in front of a computer.
Wasn't it Sam's burger?
She wasn't here.
It was Tatiana. Sam wasn't here.
It was in front of a computer, away from the pan.
It was not in front of the computer.
Yes, it was.
I would never have taken it. It was right next to the pan of burgers. You didn't work
That's a
here.
lie.
That's a
You
lie.
didn't even work here.
It was
back
on a
then.
plate, on the bun, and about
They
to
had
be.
already fired you for
It was in her
insubordination.
hand.
Stop
It was
lying.
in her
They had
hand.
fired her for him for insubordination.
Oh, a couple times, but that's different.
So this is made up.
John,
You're
used
talking
to
to
call that
RJ about
racism.
this.
Right.
Now it's insubordination. John, didn't you call that racism?
I didn't know. What is it? It was. He was fired for racism, actually. The
For
first time.
being a racist?
The first time. I don't know what name the second time, too. 7:05 here on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. So that is when it was. If you got stories, you're more than welcome. This doesn't work up here today, though, for whatever reason. Our phone thing.
We'll fix it.
Okay.
No, it's hopefully, I'm sure some of you guys who are maybe listening were hit really bad. I mean, I was just driving, trying to get home. Richmond Westheimer's, every light was out. Every power, all the lights were out. And so I was going through different neighborhoods along the way. Man, trees.
Yeah,
big trees. Big trees snapped in half.
Yeah, it looked like tree warfare out there. I mean, on the way in today, holy crap! Throughout, I think any neighborhood here near 59 in the Galleria area, man, it came through last night. I'm upstairs watching Astros and golf, and I'm like, holy crap, this is loud. Upstairs, I'm like, I went downstairs, it was coming in sideways. Holy crap. Luckily my daughter's boyfriend moved his car away from our tree because we lost a huge branch off our tree. Anyway, so I know you all got stories. Hopefully you're all safe. It was awful yesterday, and it's awful this morning for Scotty Scheffler, and his name is Scotty Art, and he didn't say, "Do you know who I am, fool? I'm a whitey, and I'm the number one golfer in the world." He didn't say any of those things. But there was an accident outside of Valhalla in which a car hit a pedestrian and killed the pedestrian this morning. So there was a huge backup. They were going to delay the start of the tournament anyway this morning, the second round of the PGA Championship. But players had another entrance to go in. And apparently Scotty Scheffler was trying to get into the players' parking lot and going through the players' entrance, and a cop who was wearing just a yellow rain jacket tried to stop him, and Scotty didn't stop. Scotty said later, "I didn't know you were a cop."
Come on now. He's got a yellow rain jacket. He's somebody.
Yeah,
security. Who wears yellow?
Or some kind of security.
Security.
Scotty was like, "I'm a player. I'm going
just stop and talk to the guy. Scotty kind of probably big timed him a little bit.
I don't know. You don't know. I don't.
Well, no, I do, because he tried to stop him and he wouldn't stop. Like, just don't talk to me.
No,
I'm Scotty Scheffler.
Well, you don't know that he did that.
Well, he got detained. Something happened.
He did get detained because he disobeyed him. Scotty's just kept driving. Whatever the case may be, here Jeff Darlington from ESPN was actually there, and Jeff Darlington has the explanation of what happened on the scene.
Guys.
Dude, Step back.
Back up. I'm back. I'm back.
Get back.
Guys.
What do we tell you?
I'm staying back.
Here's the thing. Right now, he's going to jail.
Okay.
He's going to jail, and it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Well,
period. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you have
first,
a question?
I'm media. I'm a reporter. Okay. So that's all.
That's fine.
I just want to make sure that's known.
Okay, but you need to step back over here now.
No problem. You got it.
Okay.
That was the actual incident. Later, Jeff Darlington, you got the explanation, right? So not only did they record the actual incident of what happened, Scotty Scheffler actually looked at Darlington and said, "Can you do anything about this?" And Darlington, and then the cops' interaction there. And Darlington, had the explanation on the set at ESPN this morning. And here is it's not working. Okay, the thing's not working. Jeff Darlington said, actually, Scotty looked at him and said, and he said, "I told the cop, I didn't know you were a cop." And then he said, "Hey, can you help me out here?" And the cop said, "No, you ain't doing nothing." Here is Jeff Darlington explaining.
Entering Valhalla Golf Club this morning, we witnessed a car pull around us that was Scotty Scheffler was in the car. To be very clear about the details here, Scotty Scheffler has been detained by police officers, placed in the back of a police vehicle in handcuffs after he tried to pull around what he believed to be security, ended up being police officers. They told him to stop. When he didn't stop, the police officer attached himself to the vehicle. Scheffler then traveled another 10 yards before stopping the car. The police officer then grabbed at his arm, attempting to pull him out of the car before Scheffler eventually opened the door, at which point the police officer pulled Scheffler out of the car, pushed him up against the car, and immediately placed him in handcuffs. Scheffler was then walked over to the police car, placed in the back in handcuffs, very stunned about what was happening, looked toward me as he was in those handcuffs and said, "Please help me." He very clearly did not know what was happening in the situation. It moved very quickly, very rapidly, very aggressively. He was detained in that police vehicle for approximately 20 minutes. The police officers at that point did not understand that Scotty Scheffler was a golfer in the tournament, nor, of course, that he is the #1 player in the world.
Now, let me ask you a question. Since he's the number one player in the world, shouldn't he be able to just run cops over or do whatever he wants? I mean, honestly,
Ooh.
whatever.
Dell, I've got a question for you. What are you supposed to do? What are we always told? And I live by this.
What are we always told?
Well, yeah.
What are we as people?
Me and
Okay.
you, Del.
Non-police officers.
Don't do that.
The general public.
Me and Del.
If the police officer, if somebody pulls you over and asks you to do something, what are you supposed to do?
Comply.
You're
He wasn't.
supposed
He
to-
didn't know he was a police
He is
officer.
but he is a police officer.
He
That's
didn't
on
know.
Scotty.
He didn't identify
Why didn't
himself.
Scotty ask him?
You didn't identify yourself.
Now he wants new rules for the white
no,
golfers.
no.
Now he wants
No,
new rules
if
for
it
Scotty
was
Scheffler.
Harold Varner III, I'd say the same thing.
No.
Yes.
If somebody
He's a
in a
golfer.
yellow
You know what-
jacket,
Get out the way. I'm
No.
trying to get
You
my
know
tea
what wouldn't
time.
happen?
I
If-
got to eat breakfast.
No.
I got to hit
Why-
balls.
You know what? Then why don't you?
I got to
Then
putt.
stop and roll your window down. Don't just drive
Just
past.
drive. No.
He said he wouldn't. Hold
Listen,
on. Did you not
get
hear
out
that?
the way. I've
Wouldn't roll
got a
his
tea
window.
time.
Hold on.
Wouldn't talk to him. Just drove past him. Didn't care. The police officer attached himself to the car. Kept driving. No, he's lucky he didn't
You
get
know what
tased.
wouldn't happen? Harold
If it would have been Dell would go,
Harold,
oh,
you know what wouldn't have happened? Harold Varner, with the third, what's his name?
Hit the third, yeah.
You know what he
Tased.
wouldn't have done? Kept driving.
No,
As
right.
soon as he was told to
Well,
stop,
okay.
Harold
Harold
Varner.
Varner would've
doesn't-
said,
Okay. In fairness, Scotty doesn't know those rules. He's really white.
Well,
He
this is
doesn't-
privilege.
This is too
now you're
American.
making the case for white privilege.
not privilege.
You're
not
making
privilege.
the case
He didn't.
for it.
If you don't, it's ignorance. You
Two
don't know
Americas.
these rules when
If you're white-
when you're that white.
That means white privilege.
That's not
You're
white
literally
privilege. It is white
that's
It's
privilege.
ignorance. It ain't white
Well,
privilege.
you can be
No,
ignorant because
you're
you're white
making
and
the argument
privileged.
that you don't have to know
See,
that
you
if
guys
you're
gotta
white.
turn this into
Scott,
a racial
You did.
You
incident.
just said Harold Varner. That's a black golfer. You
Yeah,
did
you
that.
brought
I
that
would
to the
have
table.
said that Harold Varner. I
You know
would
what
have
I'm
said the
doing?
same thing. Get out the
Here's all
way.
you
I
have
got a
to do.
tea time.
Here's all you have to do. Well, my name's Scotty Scheffler. I'm a golfer here. Well, do you have any? Yeah, I've got here's my license. What? Well, are you security? No, I'm a police officer. Well, officer, I've got to get in there.
Yeah,
and
I got a
play.
tea time.
Okay.
Okay, get out the way.
All right. Well, that's fine.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
get
sorry
out the
Sorry
way?
about this. We're not doing. He just did.
I heard what he did.
Get out the way.
Yeah, get out the way.
He just went straight.
Yeah, John.
ludicrous on everybody.
John said,
Bitch.
"Get out the way."
I got a tea time. Okay.
See,
Listen.
Scotty
Any
Scheffler.
security, I don't care what security you are. If you're at the front of a golf course, we got tea time.
Or Scotty Scheffler.
Okay, we got tea time.
Have the conversation as
Comply.
opposed to using your vehicle to try to pry
just
your
get
way
out,
in.
move out the
I know.
Move out
Scotty
the way.
Scheffler decided I don't have to listen.
You know how shook he was. He's looking over to Jeff Darlington.
Please help me.
Can you
Jeff.
help me?
I've never been in this. Jeff Darlington's like, all I do is spin stuff on my finger on ESPN.
Yeah, that's why-
What do you want me to do?
He does. All right, we got a break. 713-780-3776.
We didn't even get to the good
Are
news.
you
all bad news this morning?
all-
we didn't even get,
are you
Well,
for-
Art would say some good news. Scotty
free?
Scheffler
Are you
getting
free,
arrested.
Scotty, or are you okay? He needs to go to prison.
No,
Which
Just
is it?
switch his
Free
tea.
Scotty.
Just switch his tea time.
I'm not either one. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hashtag welcome to my
You
world.
two are.
No,
you two
I
are,
don't want him to go to
so-
jail. I'm just
Comply, John.
I got
I'm
a
team
hashtag.
comply.
No, I've got a hashtag.
No.
I'm team comply. You're the
I'm
one that.
team. Get out the way. I got a tea time.
Do you run through red lights in the morning?
Yes, he does.
I didn't this morning. There were none.
The lights were out. I'm hashtag welcome to
He
my
is
world.
not team comply.
Scotty Scheffler.
He is team pee in a bar.
Oh, we know
He
what
is
he's
team
about.
run
Pee
through
on,
red
pee
lights.
on the floor.
Scotty Scheffler gets to go wherever he wants to.
That's right.
You
He's
gotta
world
start
number one.
Can you comply?
Well, listen.
once?
I'm also, in fairness, if she's hot, she should get off. Okay?
Yeah, your
I-
rules are way different than societal rules.
Well,
Look,
society needs to change.
Scotty just got a little taste.
is he a He's not. Is he a libertarian?
I don't know what he is. Scotty
These
got-
rules aren't even libertarian.
Scotty just got a little taste.
He's
That's
just
all.
kind of anarchist.
He just got a little
A
taste.
little taste. We got the second round of the PGA Championship, and I got him on my fantasy team. Do you think? Okay, now let free Scotty.
Now
free
I
Scotty.
see. Who else should we free if they get in trouble today?
If they get in trouble today, Rom, even though he sucked yesterday. Oh, Koepka, we got a free. We got a lot of guys.
You got those on your team?
Yeah, we could pick 7 golfers on our
Oh, you got
fantasy.
some big names.
Well, yeah, you can pick anybody.
John
Oh,
Rahm,
okay.
You pick the
John
good guys.
Rahm, the guy that some guy
We
said he wanted to
Rory-
wring his neck.
What?
John Rahm, the guy earlier we heard about needed his neck rung.
Yeah,
that guy.
That guy.
Okay.
That guy. I
Needs
got
his
him.
neck rubbed.
Yeah.
I must have
Wrong.
missed that story.
Wrong.
Rung.
You didn't. You.
Oh, the guy from yesterday.
Yeah. Aaron Oberholzer.
Oberholzer.
wants to wring his
I
neck.
just so mad.
We got a break right now. Listen, if Scotty Scheffler had a Chastang Ford, they'd probably just come on through. Come on
Hey,
through.
I saw your vehicle, your truck.
Yeah.
I saw it on. I'm watching this show called Dark Matter. I just started it, and it's like your truck exactly is
really?
on there. Yeah, the electric truck.
Yeah.
It's 100% the same truck.
It's sweet. It's my favorite vehicle ever. And you got, I don't know, but I haven't talked to Allie or Patrick or anybody over there lately, but they had some 2023 F-150s still on the lot. I don't know that they do. They only had 14 left a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sure that they're gone. But here's the deal. If they do have an F-150 2023, you're going to get it for, you can't get a better deal. People, get on over there and take advantage of Chastang Ford because they've got to get these 2023s off the lot. I'm pretty sure they're gone, but you might want to check it out. Here's the deal, though. They got SUVs going right now, select SUVs, 2.9% financing and no payments for 90 days. 90 days that you don't have to pay. Chastang Ford's the best place to buy. I don't care what the deal is. They're going to give you the best rebates that Ford has given them. A lot of dealerships are just going to hold them back and go, no. Chastang Ford is going to give them to you and make sure that you get into that vehicle at the best price that they can possibly give you with the best service every single time. No add-ons, no markups. It's the best place to buy your Ford at ChastangFord.com on 610 at Homestead, not Hempstead, 5 minutes from downtown. Chastang Ford.
Hey, I want to tell you that there's some really amazing opportunities over at Zadok Jewelers. They have been there at 1801 Post Oak Boulevard, and 28,000 square foot, 2-level store. That's their newer store, but they've been on Post Oak Boulevard for decades. And what I want to tell you about right now is the ability to buy, sell, and trade watches. Did you know that you can buy and sell pre-owned watches at Zadok Jewelers? A lot of people did not know that. Breitling, Cartier, Tag Heuer, IWC, so many of the brands that they carry are available for you, and they're looking for them as well. They will buy, sell, and trade. They've got 7 master watchmakers on site that are suited to offer a complete evaluation of any timepieces that you may want to trade in so that you get a fair value, and they can also fix your timepieces as well. Browse their selection of pre-owned watches and get the watch you've been searching for, or look for a brand new luxury watch. They're a boutique seller of some of the top brands available and exclusive timepieces you can only find at Zadok. ZADOK.com. That's Zadok Jewelers, 1801 Post Oak Boulevard.
You are listening to Houston's longest-running sports radio morning show. From the Veritex Community Bank Studios, here's John and Lance.
Welcome back here on ESPN 97. We haven't even gotten to the Astros. How about, did you see the storm coming through into the ballpark?
So I heard, Nadell, this is not me saying this. This is somebody I know. This is what women have to go through. I just want to say Dell is right sometimes. Well, he's not an ally. He's a fake ally.
What'd you say?
Well, you're a fake ally.
Yeah, no, he's really
To who?
fake. He's a phony. He's like Raheel.
For women.
What's your proof that I'm a phony?
No, everything you say.
You're just a fake ally.
You don't care.
Okay.
But,
Did you watch Caitlin Clark last night?
Yeah.
No, I watch the NBA and the Astros
Mm-hmm.
He watched
See,
men's
not
sports.
an ally.
He watched men's sports.
Yeah.
because I didn't happen to watch one
Misogynist.
game. I'm not an ally. Did you
Misogynist.
watch
Daja
it
Carter.
in the NBA?
What?
Wait,
you
they
mean
got beat
that
bad?
game was bad. Yeah, they got beat that bad. Caitlin Clark, yeah, like 112 to 62.
Well, yeah, it was
here-
both games.
here's
NBA
what-
Both games
and
were
WNBA
terrible.
were
Here's
terrible.
what a friend of mine who lives in Dallas said, who's a big Astros fan and a big Vanessa Richardson fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she got.
Vanessa Richardson got soaked by the rain inside Minute Maid in pregame. What a time to be alive.
What?
That's
He also likes Jane Slater.
Are you though?
Yeah,
That's not an
just
ally.
That's not an ally.
what a time.
I didn't. Well, so what happened?
she
How
looked
did they
miserable.
get rain?
because it came through.
I was up here stuck when the game started. I couldn't get out.
While in the sides, the windows, there's windows all around the ballpark. It was coming through.
So I don't know what happened, but
like
downstairs we had about an inch of water standing in our downstairs on the first floor.
Really?
But there were nothing broken somehow. And in the conservatory, same thing. The food court next to us, water whatever the doors are, it got pushed. The wind was going so hard that it just pushed water through.
So I didn't think there were very few people that could get there to the ballpark.
80-mile-per-hour wind. There's actually more people there than I expected to.
No, well, there's a lot of people get there early. A lot of people do get there early.
Yeah, must have.
When it came through, holy crap! It was. I don't know how you would move. Sam was actually out in it. She had to stop under a bridge for about 10 minutes. I was at the house luckily, and we had everybody at home, which was good. But Hurricane Javier came in and just destroyed the A's. Much unlike what you thought would happen in that game yesterday during the show, you said, "Oh, good, Javier's pitching. Oh, they're gonna suck again."
No, I didn't say that. I said this is exactly what I said on the air. I expected him to maybe not be the best Javier, but this is what I said on the air. This is a big game for him, and you agreed that this is a big game for him. Now, he was about 89. The highest he got to was 92 miles an hour. The lowest he was working around 89 to 90. Something's up with the fastball. And he just kept throwing the sliders that were hitting middle of the plate. It's just the A's. Every once in a while he'd mix up.
Well,
he threw a lot of sliders.
Now they did swing at sliders in the dirt a couple of times to get strikeouts.
I thought there was some hittable stuff that as they said, he was filling up the zone. Todd Cal said he's filling up the zone. They just missed.
Man, yeah, well, right. Todd Callis was amazed that the first 6 pitches were strikes. He was like, "Look at this! This is awesome!" And Jeff Blum's like, "It's 6 pitches." And Callis was like, "Yeah, but he's throwing strikes."
His strikeout to walk ratio coming into the game was 18 to 15.
Yeah,
that's not great.
Good.
He had 18 strikeouts to 15 walks, then he was 8 to 1. Yesterday.
Well, his last outing was just so bad, right? Yeah, he was 8-1 yesterday. He only threw 80 pitches for 6 complete innings, and 2 hits. He looked pretty damn good. Now, you're right. It is the A's, and maybe some of the stuff would have been hittable for other teams. It was nice to swept the A's, did what they were supposed to do, get out of town. Now the Brewers come.
Drive for 5.
Much better.
100.
Much better looking team. Now the Brewers are better. This is going to be a much better, and you got Hunter Brown going tonight, which ain't all that tutti frutti.
We'll see. Hunter Brown was okay his last game.
No, he was good his last
Maybe he's
outing.
got a little something
as a long reliever,
in his bag. Yeah,
which would be great. It would be great if he could stay. But Hunter Brown is going to get the start tonight, and followed by Verlander and then Arrighetti. The word is with Ronel Blanco down, you just gotta just hold them off, and let Hunter Brown go out there and see what happens. There was a story this morning that said that Justin Verlander would possibly be amenable to going back to the Detroit Tigers if the Astros are not going to be sellers, just so you know, just so everybody knows. The Astros are not going to be sellers. But if he does reach his 140 threshold and they don't feel like, maybe they don't feel like, I don't see any way that they don't feel like they're going to be contenders next year. If they do continue to struggle this season and don't make a move like the move that they're making right now, and if it falters and they are less than a 500 team, I wonder if they would be amenable to giving up on Verlander and let him go back and let them pay that contract.
It'd be a financial decision.
Well, I think next year is only about 25.
Listen, Jim Crane makes financial decisions. We cannot, and he is going to. And this is not a criticism. I'm just explaining what he does. I'm just making a characterization. He makes financial decisions. He is not going to overspend. He will spend what he thinks is appropriate, and he's not going to overspend. He's not going to give out money that he thinks is bad money. And he may view Justin Verlander's contract at age 42 as bad money. And it might be. Mm-hmm. I mean, it might be. I don't think we're seeing this Justin Verlander is a 41-year-old Justin Verlander. It's different than what we've seen in the past. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. But,
he was real good his last out.
But I think the opportunity to get out of that contract might be something Jim would consider. Especially if Justin Verlander tells him, hey, because he was fine with leaving the first time, Justin Verlander was. So if Justin Verlander says, hey, listen, Jim, I just wanted to let you know, I appreciate it. I don't think this is a championship team. I'm going to hit 140 innings.
So I want to go to Detroit.
This is where I'd like to go.
To Detroit?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, maybe. Yeah, finish up there.
Who said he was amenable to it?
I don't know. Just some report. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the report's from a real reporter, he may have gotten that from Verlander or from Ben Verlander or whoever. So if it was a real reporter, and there's a chance he would be. I mean, that's where he started his career. Maybe he wants to end his career there. Maybe he can get a farm out there for $46 because everything's so cheap. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But maybe.
John Hammond said it.
I mean, that's a real reporter.
Yeah.
So with good connections. So I think it's, there's probably something to it. I don't know. I don't know if he's not going to bring, if the season tickets, if the season tickets are purchased, if the butts aren't in the stands, and if Jim Crane doesn't get a feel that this is, if this is just a fun little run against the A's where you sweep the A's, but it goes back to being up and down, maybe he would deal Justin Verlander.
Maybe.
He's probably more apt to move. Now, you move Verlander, it's just as bad as moving like a Bregman, for example. You don't have, if Bregman starts hitting, you don't really have.
You already let Verlander go once, and you were like, we're going to be fine without him, and then all of a sudden you weren't.
But now you're not, because you see the pitching is like, we don't know if we can count on. I think Framber will be okay. We don't know about Javier yet. The fastball's he's got to get his fastball up, and maybe it's just his time off. We don't know about Hunter Brown, Urquidy, and Garcia and McCullers, and if Blanco has been. Now, Blanco, they check pitchers all the time. There's no way Blanco has been, like, this has not been a thing.
No.
And if he tried to get away with something, then he tried to do it. But, I mean, the pitchers check this. The umpires check this stuff all the time.
Yeah, right. All right, we got a break. 713-780-3776.
Look at Scotty Scheffler, your boy's mugshot.
There's his mugshot. At what point do the
Jeff, can you please help me?
At what point do the Louisville police come out and apologize for their behavior here?
At no point. Comply.
At one point.
Comply, Scotty. Comply.
Okay. Please.
If this had been dealt, we might not even have
Let him hit
a
his
producer
tea
for the
time.
next couple weeks.
If this would have been dealt, look, every black kid knows this wouldn't have been me.
Oh yeah,
They
never try to maneuver. No one ever tries to maneuver away from police.
Look, at the golf
that's
course.
True. Yeah, you're right, Del. No black person's ever tried to get away from a cop.
Del.
No,
goodness gracious,
Sean.
What are you taught?
How about you let me finish instead of jumping in because you want to defend your dumb golfer for not following the rules?
He's got him on his fantasy league.
At what point does the Louisville Police Department apologize?
Did I say that? I didn't say every
miscarriage.
What was he saying?
I didn't say every black person follows the rules. I said every black person knows that's a bad decision. And me, I follow the rules because I know how bad a decision it would be for me to pull what he did.
He doesn't know these things.
He doesn't know. He's white. He's never been pulled over before. Okay. He's never been pulled over before.
You don't know.
He doesn't know.
Somebody
Scotty Scheffler.
We've got one person on our
as
Twitter
white as he is,
extremely excited that he was arrested.
Who does?
Art was extremely excited he was arrested.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff Darlington, can you help me? You don't get what? Oof.
Jeff Darlington's going to come to the rescue.
That's the worst look.
He's going to start spinning cops on his finger.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's the worst look of it all. Looking to Jeff Darlington and expecting help.
Yeah. No, Jeff Darlington can help. That's the first guy I call. And then John Daspit right after.
Yeah, John Daspit.
No, well, no, it's not. It's Houston Safe and Lock. It's the
man,
damn it! It would have been perfect. Would have been perfect. But here's the deal. Speaking of locking him up,
what if they lock him up in a safe?
Oh, listen. If Houston Safe and Lock was locking Scotty Scheffler up, he'd never get out. Okay, maybe put him in a safe. Okay, or lock him up. That's what Houston Safe and Lock does. They can lock up your home, and the bad guys can't get in, or the Scotty Schefflers can't get into your home. Here's the deal, is if you're looking for the best way to get that new lock, listen, if you need locks, there's a chance something bad happened. I hate that. That's terrible. You got to change your locks, but here's Houston Safe and Lock. Medico is like the best lock that you can possibly get. But your business, how many doors do you have? If you have multiple doors, you don't just have a key where everybody can just come and go as they please. You want access codes, or you want fobs, or you want smart lock installation. Whatever you want to use your phone to open doors, that's fine too. But it's able to keep track of everybody coming and going out the doors of your business. So you have multiple doors at your business. You need Houston Safe and Lock. Houston Safe and Lock does it all, any kind of lock whatsoever. If you have lock issues, they've got it for you. Houston Safe and Lock, located at Westheimer and the Beltway, or at King Safe and Lock, which is located at I-10 near Wirt. You're looking for a lock? Call Derek, 713-522-5555, or go to 975safe.com.
You're back in the Veritex Community Bank Studios with John and Lance
on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5.
I mean, people are jerks this morning. Like Art, first of all, free Scotty. Oh, look at Min Woo Lee says free #free Scotty. That's what I started that. Okay, I started that this morning. Holy crap! I just saw the pic of Scott Why does he have a Osama bin Laden mask on? He has a beard. He's not Osama bin Laden.
Who said that?
Art. Art
we
is
just
such
have
a
one guy.
Yeah.
Did you see this? I don't know if you saw this, by the way.
Did Scott show him his vest? Okay.
Don't read. The sweater vest should get. Look at this. I'm obviously a round golf or a golfer.
The number one golfer in the world. He does have a bit of a.
I wouldn't say anything if I were you.
Yeah.
I would just move on to the Astros.
Yeah, Tiger still has his mugshot look.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but
Did you see his post round interview?
No,
he looks like he
like mugshot Tiger. Mugshot Tiger is also on like a lot of
medication.
Yeah,
just let's say medication.
Yeah.
So, C. Neal. I mean, people are jerks. So glad to hear you all survived the horror last night, dodging leaves, seeing multiple drops of rain. It was.
Who said that?
C. Neal. Apparently, it was.
Well, I'm glad you were fine, but you might want to. Before you say
entire
that,
walls were taken down.
No, you literally might want to take a look.
Yeah.
Like I was okay.
How about have a little compassion?
I saw a tree that had crashed through driving through a neighborhood. I saw a tree that had crashed through somebody's whole house.
I mean, it was awful. But his name is C. Neal. Talk about privilege.
Yeah, I don't know that I would. Yeah. I mean, it was 80-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was hail. They got hail in.
Oh, did you have some leaves falling?
Do you want
in my high-rise, we experienced none of these things.
C. Neal, bring me some more tea, please.
We have the official charges for Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, resisting.
Second-degree assault of police officer.
Oh, he swung on him. Okay, John, nice job.
I think he was just dragging him with his car.
I think it was dragging him with the car.
Dragging with his car.
We've got criminal.
Dragging?
Yeah, he was attached
to the
car.
Holding the car.
And he kept
the cop
driving.
was holding the car, attached himself to the car.
Scotty is lucky he didn't catch a taser or a beating.
Or worse.
Well,
stop resisting.
Stop
criminal
resisting.
mischief.
Are you resisting?
No.
Where are your hands? Are you resisting?
I want to see your hands. Criminal mischief, third degree. Reckless driving. Disregard signals from officer directing traffic. So you got hit with 4 charges.
All right, so who's going to apologize first? Scotty or Louisville Police? Scotty's minus 600.
Louisville.
Scotty's minus 600.
Louisville.
Apologizing
Scotty
for what?
drug a cop on his car.
But get out the way. Well, I got a tea time.
When's his tea time?
His tea time's 10:08 Eastern.
We can't even.
So he didn't have
John
a tea time.
We can't even bargain with this,
Yeah.
John.
Oh, this is true.
What?
Cop probably had about 10,000 on Xander to win. Take Scotty out. Guess what happens?
You think that cop even
Xander wins.
Oh, yeah, that's super smart putting money on Xander.
No, that's not smart.
You mean second place
Yeah,
Xander?
Rory. He probably got Rory.
The problem for you, John, is you think Scotty Scheffler's so recognizable this cop even knew who he was.
There's no way.
There's no way.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Just get out the way.
No, what you're saying is he knew.
Get out the way. He's supposed to be there to help people like Scotty.
Look, they got yellow
rules.
jackets on. You don't know that that's a cop.
My God,
you
they're
thought
all
he was
cops.
just he was a mall cop. He was.
So what?
Blart.
He's still the security
Paul Blart.
trying to help keep
Beat
bad
it, Paul
people from
Blart.
out of there.
Beat it.
I'm glad there's been some law brought back to golf. It's a very lawless sport.
It is
right
a
now.
lawless sport.
Hey, Barney Fife, get out the way.
No,
Trying to get
it's
to my
actually
tea time.
it's actually a sport of multiple snitches on TV. There's TV snitches watching TV, snitching on people
because they do some of the most egregious things, like moving their ball when they're
Yeah.
not supposed to. God
boy
forbid.
Patrick
No,
Reed.
one guy, Patrick Reed. And you know what?
Wow.
Look at he does look a little. I mean, Scotty, that clean his beard up.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Neck beard? Does he have a neck beard?
Yeah, he does. Look at there's his.
I don't have your
Oh, you
channel.
don't have the
no.
TV. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Scotty,
He
So,
probably wouldn't-
clean it up.
So is he going to be released and able to play?
Probably not. His
You don't
tea
think
time's
so?
10:08. Not how
They
long
won't
does
move
it
a
take
tea.
the
They'll
process?
move a tea time for him.
No, they can't move. I don't think they. If you ain't at your tea time, it's
Golf
over.
can do anything.
Beat it.
But this is a little. It's not like he just
Well, he
fell
was
asleep somewhere. He was
arrested.
arrested. They can move. They can flip it.
Well, listen. If you show up late because you're hungover, guess what happens?
I know, but-
Arrested is worse.
But that's not what this is. But arrested, you don't really. Well, you did have control of it. Well, teach Scotty a lesson. Comply.
No, I really,
Compliance is your friend, John.
I don't think they can possibly move it for him. Listen, if you put down 4 instead of 5, I mean, if you put down 5 instead of 4 and actually hurt yourself and sign that scorecard, you're kicked out of the tournament. Okay?
Lawlessness.
No, it's not lawlessness. It's a mistake. This, you were arrested. Sorry. What are you going to do?
Well, but I'll bet you they make an allowance for him.
What?
Even now, he has to play at some point today, but I'll bet you give
they
him a time.
won't. No.
Well, there's no.
You miss your tee time, you lose.
Well,
you're out.
That's
actually the rules.
He'll get
you miss your
bonded out.
tee time, you're out.
Well, he has to get in front of a judge before they set a bail.
Yeah, right.
For him.
He's screwed. He's screwed. He probably and it ruins my fantasy team.
Well, this is a good lesson for you and for Scotty Scheffler. Comply. At least roll down the window. Don't drag people on your car because you think they're below you. Like, I didn't know
he
it was a
thought
cop.
he was being attacked. That's why.
No.
And the cop, yeah. He thought he was being attacked by a guy in a yellow jacket.
Do you think Scotty's going to get turned out in jail? You better be happy Bryson DeChambeau's not in there. He'll have him holding his pocket.
He'd want Bryson DeChambeau in there. Now all of a sudden they form. Whitey forms a little clique. Okay.